So this set of lines, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lines, they're kind of a doozy. And I would say definitely watch the Aeneid.co video about this before you watch this translation, because he lays it out pretty well of like what constructions we're dealing with here. So just to remember, Aeneas has just been visited by Mercury. Mercury has said, come on, dude, what are you doing here in Carthage? Get a move on. So Aeneas is panicked. He doesn't know what to do. He's thinking about this and that. So now we're at the point where he says, this opinion or this decision seemed, remember the passive of would-deo is to seem, potior. Potior literally means kind of stronger, but here it could be like more appropriate or more ideal. The sense of it's not the best plan, it's just more ideal than another plan. So this plan seemed more ideal to Aeneas as he's thinking or as he's going back and forth. So you have to supply Aeneas there. So he calls Mnestheus, Sergestus, and strong or brave Serestus. And this is going to go into an indirect command. So he calls these guys to, and he's going to command them to do 3 things. He calls them to outfit the fleet, to drive the companions to the shore, to prepare weapons or implements. So this can be, remember that they talked about cooking implements with the arma carialis, so this could be just supplies. And to dissimulant, to hide. To hide, now we're going into an indirect question. To hide, what is the reason for these new developments, for these things becoming new? So we've got this indirect command here, and then we have an indirect question here. And the takati, remember, takati means that it's modifying the subject of a verb that you could look in the ending. So he's asking them to silently, it's an adjective, but very often you translate these adverbially, silently outfit the fleet, get the companions together, prepare the arms, and hide why they're doing this. Then we're going to go back to Wokat, and Wokat is going to introduce an indirect statement. So he calls or exclaims that he will temptatorum. He will attempt, or he will test out aditus, approaches. So he's going to test out how he's going to approach Dido. So he's going to kind of play around with that. And he's also going to try out, and this is going into 2 more indirect questions. Which times are the most gentle or the sweetest for speaking? That's a gerund of for fari. So which times are the sweetest or the kindest for speaking about the fact he's about to dump her? And which manner is correct for these things? So he's going to test out some approaches. Then he's going to figure out, what time is best to talk and what manner is the best way to talk. So, and then we have to go back and do this subordinate clause. So he says that he, meanwhile, since the best Dido, excellent Dido, doesn't know, and since the best Dido, the best translation for sperat here in my mind is expects. So she does not expect. And then some commentators take this as an indirect statement. I actually take it as a complementary infinitive. She does not expect such great loves that they have to be broken. So she's not expecting their loves to be broken, so he's got to figure out how to approach her, how to talk to her, and the best manner to do things. And then omnes, everyone, fairly swiftly, more swiftly, everyone happy, obeys the command. Notice that parent here and parent here are two different verbs. This is the present subjunctive of parare, to prepare, and it just has a direct object. This is the just present indicative of pareo, which means to obey, and it takes a dative object. So everyone, happy or happily, rather swiftly, obeys the command and carries out the orders.